Are you excited for the release of Deceive Inc? Well, we've got some great news for you. The game is having an open beta playtest and it's happening soon. But before I tell you these 5 things, you're probably wondering, when is this open beta? At the time of making this video, the open beta will run from March the 10th at 2 PM Eastern Standard Time through until March the 13th at 11 AM. And best of all, it's completely free to play. That's right, Deceive Inc. Open Beta will be available to play for free on all platforms that the game will support at launch. So whether you're on PC, Xbox or PlayStation, you'll be able to join in on the action. This is your chance to get an early taste of what the game has to offer and help the developers make any necessary adjustments before the official release. And who knows, you might even discover some secrets and strategies that will help you get an edge when the game launches. So mark your calendars and get ready to jump into the world of espionage and social deduction with Deceive Inc. Early feedback. One of the most important reasons why an open beta is essential for game developers is because it allows them to get early feedback from players. Early feedback is crucial because it enables developers to identify potential problems and address them before the game's official release. This way, they can ensure that the game is as polished and enjoyable as possible when it is finally launched. In an open beta, players are given access to a game that is still in development. They are encouraged to play the game and provide feedback to the developers. This feedback can come in many forms, including bug reports, suggestions for improvements, and just general impressions of the game. By analyzing this feedback, developers can gain insights into how players are experiencing the game and what changes they can make to improve it. Another benefit of early feedback is that it can help developers identify potential problems with the game's design or mechanics. If a particular feature is confusing or frustrating to players, developers can reevaluate that feature and make changes as needed. This type of feedback can be invaluable in helping developers create a game that is both fun and engaging for players. Finally, early feedback can also help developers build a community around their game. By involving players in the development process, developers can create a sense of ownership and investment among their fans. This can lead to an increased interest and enthusiasm for the game, which can translate into better sales and a more successful launch. Overall, early feedback from the open beta is essential for game developers because it allows them to identify problems, improve the game's design, and build a community around their game. By listening to players and incorporating their feedback into the development process, developers can create a game that is both fun and enjoyable for everyone who plays it. Building hype. One of the most effective ways to market a video game is by building hype around its release. In the past, developers have utilized methods such as trailers, demos, and sneak peeks to create excitement around their games. However, in recent years, open beta tests have become a popular tool for building hype and generating buzz for upcoming games. But how does an open beta test help build hype? One word: exposure. By allowing players to try out a game before its official release, developers are essentially giving their game a trial run in the public eye. Players can share their experiences on social media, forums, and other online platforms, generating interest and excitement for the game. Another benefit of an open beta test is that it creates a sense of exclusivity. Players who are lucky enough to participate in the open beta may feel like they are part of an open, exclusive club and may be more likely to share their experiences with others. Finally, an open beta test can help developers identify and cultivate their core fan base. Players who participate in the open beta and provide feedback are often the most passionate fans of the game. By engaging with these players and taking their feedback into consideration, developers can create a game that resonates with their core fan base and in turn generates more interest and hype for the game. In conclusion, building hype from an open beta game is crucial for a game and its developers. By allowing players to try out the game before its official release, developers can generate interest and excitement, create a sense of exclusivity, and identify and cultivate their core fan base. An open beta test is a valuable tool for any developer looking to create a successful and highly anticipated game. Community engagement. Community engagement is one of the most important aspects of game development. In today's digital age, developers can engage with their audiences in a variety of ways, but perhaps the most effective method is through an open beta. Community engagement allows developers to connect with their audience on a personal level, which leads to increased trust, loyalty, and ultimately better sales. One of the primary benefits of community engagement through an open beta is the opportunity for developers to receive feedback on their game from real players. By allowing players to test the game early on, developers can identify and fix issues before the game's full release. This feedback can be invaluable, as players can identify problems that developers may not have noticed. Additionally, community engagement through an open beta can generate excitement for the game's release, as players feel invested in the development and are more likely to spread the word about the game. Another important aspect about community engagement is the ability to build a relationship with players. When developers interact with their audience, they create a sense of community that encourages players to remain loyal to the game and the brand. Players who feel connected to the development team are more likely to provide valuable feedback and share their experiences with others. Furthermore, community engagement can help developers identify the most popular features of their game, which can be used to create future content or updates. This can lead to increased sales and a more engaged player base. Overall, community engagement through an open beta is a crucial aspect of game development. By engaging with players early on, developers can build trust, loyalty, and excitement for their games. Additionally, this feedback can help developers identify and fix issues before the full release, leading to a better overall experience for the players. Testing. When a game developer creates a new game, they need to test it to ensure that it's stable and enjoyable. This process is crucial for identifying and fixing any bugs or glitches that could ruin the player's experience. Testing is also essential to identify balance issues and ensure that the game's not too difficult or too easy for the player base. This is where open beta comes in. Open beta provides an opportunity for developers to release their game to a wider audience before the official launch. This means that a large number of players can test the game and provide feedback to the developers about any issues they encounter. This feedback is incredibly valuable because it helps developers identify problems that they may not have noticed during the game's development phase. One of the main advantages of open beta testing is that it allows developers to fix issues and make improvements to the game before its official release. Early detection and fixing of issues is crucial because it can prevent players from becoming frustrated and leaving the game early. By addressing issues and improving the game, developers can ensure that the game is as enjoyable and engaging as possible for its players. Open beta testing allows developers to test the game's compatibility with different hardware and software configurations. This is particularly important for PC games, where there's countless hardware and software combinations that players may use, unlike consoles, where it's just the PlayStation on its own. By testing the game on a variety of systems, developers can identify compatibility issues and fix them before launch, ensuring that the game runs smoothly for everyone. Marketing opportunities. Marketing is a crucial aspect of any game success, and an open beta provides an excellent opportunity for developers to showcase their game to a wider audience. Open beta allows gamers to get a first-hand experience of the game and help the developers to identify any issues. But open beta doesn't just stop there, it also provides an excellent opportunity for developers to market their game and reach out to potential customers. Marketing opportunities for open beta games are immense, and developers should take full advantage of all of them. Another marketing opportunity for open beta games is the ability to collect valuable feedback from gamers. By encouraging gamers to provide feedback on their experiences of the game, developers can use this information to make improvements to the game before its release. This not only helps to improve the overall quality of the game, but it also provides developers with valuable insights into what gamers want from a game. Open beta games also provide an excellent platform for developers to showcase their game's features and mechanics. By allowing gamers to experience the game firsthand, developers can demonstrate their game's unique selling points and help to differentiate it from other games in the market. This can be particularly important for indie developers who may not have the marketing resources or buying power for things like adverts to compete with larger studios. In addition to generating buzz and showcasing their game, open beta games can also help developers to build a community around their game by encouraging gamers to share their experiences with the game and engage with other players. Developers can create a dedicated fan base that can help to also promote the game through word of mouth. And we all know that word of mouth is one of the most powerful marketing strategies since forever. Finally, open beta games provide an excellent opportunity for developers to test different marketing strategies and channels. By tracking the performance of different marketing campaigns and channels, developers can gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work when it comes to promoting their game. This can help them to refine their marketing efforts and make more informed decisions when it comes to promoting their game in the future. In conclusion, open beta games provide game developers with a unique opportunity to market their game and reach out to potential customers. By generating hype, collecting feedback, showcasing their game, building a community, and testing different marketing strategies, developers can create a buzz around their game and generate interest that can help to drive sales and ensure the game's success. You don't want to miss out on this exciting opportunity to play the game before it officially launches. It's all well and good knowing about the upcoming open beta, but if you don't know about the upcoming updates to the game, you might feel a little bit lost on how the future of Deceive Inc. is looking. We don't want this game to fail. Make sure you watch this video about the upcoming updates to find out all you need to know about the future of Deceive Inc. to stay ahead of the game. Make sure you like this video and more importantly, do what makes you happy.